try out this My Lovely Daughter game. Um, I something about it drew me towards it. Maybe it's because I have lovely daughter, although I have a feeling I'm not going to enjoy it for that particular reason. If anything, I'll probably hate it more because of it. Um, how do I? Oh, seriously? Mm, maybe this is a mistake. Dark and twisted themes of My Lovely Daughter are a commentary on child labor, abusive parenting, and ignorant societies. This game is intended to make people sad and uneasy, but there's a deeper meaning behind the horror. My Lovely Daughter is inspired by the hardships experienced by members of our team growing up. The game is designed to upset and disturb you. It's a nice content warning. Let's feels better. Let's play this game about child labor and horrible shit. Okay, once troubled people would queue in front of this house, hoping to obtain solutions to their problems. But that has not been true for some time now. Faust wakes up inside that house. Some name, okay. His body is trembling, his mind adrift in pain. He tries to recall himself and his whereabouts, but it is all too fuzzy. Excuse me. Let's turn down this game audio a little bit. Okay. In the midst of his confusion, he locates writing he identifies as his own. However, they contain only madness. In the hope of finding some answers, he decides to explore more of his remarkable house. His headache worsens as the strong smell of alchemy ingredients saturate the room. The apparatus around him looks so familiar, but his head hurts even more when he tries to think about them. His steps halt in front of a door leading to a very dark room. As his curiosity is aroused, he finds his pain gradually fades away. Carefully, he pushes open the door and enters. Spoopy. It feels like I've been here for a long time. The scent, the wooden feel of this room. But where am I? I'm going to make myself a little smaller. I think just tuck me away in this low corner. I wish I could make myself smaller. Just tuck myself away. Why can I not remember anything? Wait, is that a person? Hello? Who are you? Oh dear celestials, her face is pale, so pale. She must be dead. But her skin and muscles are still intact. And her face, is she my daughter? But she looks older. Is it really her? Aria. I can't remember anything. If she really is my daughter, I cannot just leave her here and do nothing. I must find answers. I must know what is going on. Oh, that is really upsetting. Okay, there's just no good place for this. What happens if oops. Wait, I just wanna... This is just settings and shit, right? I can put this over there. Okay, this is also settings, okay. L, left, oh, it's left joystick, okay, and H is, oh, what's that? I cannot believe it. This is a soul orb. Only a highly experienced alchemist could make this. Well, it's supposed to be a forbidden act. Wait, could that be my daughter's soul? Did someone entrap her soul in this orb? That means I still have a chance to bring her back. Wait a minute. This orb looks faint. My time is limited. I need to do something to intensify the soul. I have to feed the soul. Maybe I can use the ingredients I found earlier to transmute a living homunculus and feed this soul with it. Hold on, Edward Elric. Transmuting a homunculus. How's it done? I've never done it before, but why does it feel familiar? Well, I'm sure that I'm going to need a transmutation circle. Oh my god, okay. But what is the pattern? Oh no, why must everything escape my mind? I need to search for a clue. These papers, these books lying about might contain something I'm looking for. Okay, oh hello. You're just gonna highlight everything I need. Wait, this book. It calls to me. I can feel something magical inside it. Let me see. The transmutation circle. Yes, this is it. This book has the answer. A highly experienced alchemist must have lived here before. Oh no, the next pages are too faded to make out, but the first page is clear. It must have been magically restored. Never mind, I will make use of this book by writing my experiment notes in it. Now let me get started. Okay, what does it say? No need to create seeds of homunculus. Rubido enchantment. Albedo, Negredo, crossed out, triangle. What? Wait, what? Did I do that? Sinicious moon of resurgence, 3 circles of sacrificial. What does that say? Never use a human sacrifice. Okay. Easy. What does that say? Combine something. Okay. Transcripts. Is this transcripts of what? I don't have any yet. Homunculi. Oh my god, there's a lot of notes here. Okay. Okay, so yes, I'm drawing this circle. Who's that? That's gotta be my daughter, right? Pattern looks correct. I think I can proceed with the transmutation experiment. It's time for my first attempt. I hope it will work. I'm going to put these wood ingredients in the circle and transmute homunculus by kicking the circle after 3 ingredients are placed. So I'm supposed to place wood. Level 1. Soon I will have her back. So I made sadness. I made a tree? Oh god. Sure, Abigail. Incredible, it really worked. I still do not believe it. I really did it. Okay, I need to focus. This is only the first step. Now I need a place where I can keep this homunculus. There are many rooms in this house. Oh, this room is empty and big enough for me to conduct a ritual to feed my daughter's soul. Just need to sacrifice this one. I must kill this homunculus and feed her essence to my daughter's soul. Excuse me? Is there something wrong with me? Excuse me? Hold up. Totomate. Can't just create life and then sacrifice it. That's no bueno. Oh my, oh god. No, oh god, I can't play this game. I can't play this fucking game. No, I can't. Okay, alright. No, I can't do it. You hear it's fucking crying. No. Okay. Change the plans. We're gonna play Nightcall instead. Still a blind playthrough. Oops, oh wait, oh, I had the game wrong anyways. Oops, I forgot to update it. Okay. I knew it was supposed to be upsetting. I didn't know it was going to be that upsetting. Okay, I can't remember what the hell this game is. Oh god, no, I accidentally changed. Oh god, okay, good. Wait, what the hell's happening? Damn you, controller drift. Stop. What the hell's happening? Oh my god, why is it doing this? Okay. No, stop. Oh god, this is gonna be a problem, isn't it? Wait, can I use... Okay, good, I can use these buttons. Oh my god, okay. Right. Okay. What is pass side? I can't even remember why I bought this game. I can't remember anything about this game. Choose an investigation. Okay, I like detective games. The victims may feel... This is another cursor game. Yeah, okay. Judge. Victims have all something in common, and the motive seemed clear. But which suspect could have done it? Balanced case, perfect for a first run. Random victims, unknown motive. Weird case, slightly more difficult than others. Victims feel random at first, but there's a connection. So is this like a procedurally generated detective game? That's pretty cool. That seems really up my alley. The game will randomly pick an unsolved investigation, no matter if solved or unsolved. Interesting. Let's give it a shot. Money will be easy to get by. The investigation will be easier. Every action will take less time. Oh wait, I think I remember now. Is this the one where you have to solve the murder and you're just like a taxi driver interviewing people? I like playing games the way they're initially designed. Let's do... Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. Monkey Moon, Raw Fury, Laurent Victorino, Monkey Moon. Look at that. It's France, right? Paris. Oh my god, I couldn't with my lovely daughter game. Right off the bat, it has you killing shit. Oh, I cannot play a game where that's the conceit. Yeah. Okay. Undertale ruined video games for me. If I hadn't played the genocide route of Undertale, I probably would have finished that My Lovely Daughter game. Here? Sir, can you hear me? Or do I need to speak up? You're fine. She takes a deep breath. Sir, you just spent 2 weeks in a coma. The word bounces around in your head. You need a moment to understand its meaning. Coma? The word scratches along your throat. Yes, you were the victim of an assault. The word resonates in your head. Victim. You are aware of a serial killer is currently on the loose in Paris. You feel the contents of your stomach crawling up your throat. The judge, as the police called the killer, assaulted you. The bullet touched your liver, and in most circumstances, it would have been fatal. We chose to put you in an induced. Her voice becomes more distant, fades. You taste bile at the back of your mouth. Your head is burning. You hear a whistle in one ear. Your fingers move to your wound. Underneath the bandages, you can feel hard skin. It is incredibly painful. Did they... Oh, sorry? Did they catch the judge? No. What about my pastor? He was dead before you even got out of your cab. The doctor's silent for a second. A very awkward second. She hesitates. The police would like to see you as soon as possible to ask you some questions. After all, you're the only one who's survived the judge. Noise in the hallway attracts your attention. You try to turn your head to no avail. You need to rest. She leaves the room. Her voice resonates in the hallway. I don't care if he's the only witness. Another female voice joins in, a strong authoritarian voice. You can't clearly make out what she's saying. A strange feeling washes over you. It's not pain, not fatigue, some odd combination of the two. Before being in this hospital room, you'd never realized that anger was made up of a combination of pain and exhaustion. Anger, a feeling you know all too well. Oh, this guy is so grizzled. Days go by, and a month later. Night 1. Oh, what's up? Oh. Well, look, I've got a bit of a problem. A real problem, that is. You have a pounding headache. It's your first night behind the wheel since the attack. Are you listening to me? You catch your boss's eye in the rearview mirror. Yeah. He stares at you for a second or two without speaking. Sometimes I wonder what goes on inside your head. You always seem so far away. He's watching you closely, trying to make out what's going on in your head. You know, I'm worried about you, don't you? I know. You're like a son to me, you know? I know. And you know he's about to tell you the story of his taxi fleet again. When my father died and left me the store, I could have sold it. I could have retired, gone back to the old country. Now go on. But I decided to start a cab fleet with the money he left me to hire the guys from the neighborhood. And that's why I got 45 guys like you working for me. Sand flutters in the air. Though none of them are any match for you. He smiles. His voice suddenly takes on a serious tone. Do you want me to go over everything again? He points to the equipment on the dashboard, the meter, the GPS. You haven't been in a taxi for weeks. Maybe you do need a little refresher. Yeah, good idea. Right then. Well, first the map. You got potential customers and try to guess where they'll be going. Then you decide. When the customer orders a taxi, if there's no one else around, you have to go pick them up. He shrugs. That's the way it goes. It's business. The other fares. You look at the map and decide whether or not you want to take them. And then you drive. He flushes a quick mechanical smile. You know it well. He talks about work. He talks about work. That's all. When your shift is over, we do the numbers, and his voice trails off as if searching for the right words. That's all. It's pretty simple. There's no reason why you can't do it. Alright, no overtime. We're in France here. And there are rules, regulations. You might not see it that way, but no one likes having a driver who hasn't slept for 24 hours. He looks away. Something's been bothering him since he got into the cab. Anyhow, you know the ropes. You get it. I know you're going to do a good job. What's the matter? The boss keeps quiet for a while, as if he's hesitant to speak, and then... I don't think it's a good idea. You shouldn't be driving. The murderer is still out there, and we think he's going to come back for you. We? Your colleagues. I do too. Anyway, I'll let you get back to work. Every minute spent in your taxi is a minute lost. He gives you a smile, half ironic, half serious. Have a good evening. The sarcasm in his voice is palpable. Right, you have a good evening too. I'll spend the rest of the night dealing with problems and drivers. You wonder how and when the guy ever gets any sleep. Wait, what? Why does the camera change like that sometimes? Did I press a button? Oops. Your boss opens the door, exits the cab. You watch him across the street, enter the fleet garage. A couple of colleagues are milling about. Taxis are coming and going. They all ignore you, consciously or unconsciously. You are branded. You sit there a moment, then turn the key in the ignition. The hum of the engine sends a tingle down your spine. It's impossible to describe how you miss that feeling. It's back to the night shift, back to life. Despite the attack. Despite it all. Okay, let's go to... This guy is closest. Let's go there. There's a taste in your mouth. Iron, blood, 2 fingers on your lips that you know everything's... I need to, get out of here. That's a little fishy. Let's take it. You pull up next to the sidewalk a few meters from an abandoned warehouse. No sign of your passenger. You wait a minute staring at the meter. You really don't feel like wasting your time on people who... You hear a window break on the second floor of a warehouse. Body falls heavily to the sidewalk. You lay your hand on the door handle when a man dressed entirely in black jumps out of the window and lands on the body. Ooh. He stands up and takes a few steps over to your cab. Are you the cab I ordered? You nod your head very, very slowly. Super. I'm the one you're waiting for. Be right there. He turns around. Wait, excuse me. He turns around, places his fingers on the neck of the inanimate body, takes his pulse. He comes back over, opens the door and jumps into the back seat. You can start driving. Newly, please. You follow orders without second thought. In back, your passenger smells like sweat and gunpowder. He's been running. Been in a fight, maybe. Probably. His muscles bulge in rhythm with his heart, which is racing. Was that guy okay? Who? His husky voice gets higher. Oh, him. He's fine. Don't worry. He was unconscious long before he went out the window. And an ambulance is on its way. So, no worries. You open your eyes a bit wider. He notices. Okay, alright, come on. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. You're on to me and you know it. I'm the masked Joker. Silence. You squint to get a closer look at your passenger. The masked Joker, the hero that makes Parisian nights more peaceful? No? You slowly shake your head. Nope, doesn't ring a bell. I'm all over Twitter, so probably on the radio and in the newspapers, I think. What exactly do you do? I protect people. I'm a guardian. Like a superhero? No, I don't have superpowers. But it's the same idea. Yes, I mean, for the moment, I mostly take care of small-time crooks and pickpockets. It's not very prestigious, but you have to start somewhere. You open your mouth, but nothing worth saying comes out. Alright, that makes sense. So, how about the name? You like it? I'm not sure I get it. It's Joker, like the card, and mask because I'm wearing the mask. Silence ensues. Your passenger eventually kills your sister. See, I wanted something that wasn't too... He searches for the right word, beats around the bush, eventually comes up with... problematic. I did a lot of brainstorming, came up with the masked Joker. Haven't gotten great feedback, but it's hard these days to find a name everybody likes. You have to make sacrifices if you want your core business to succeed. That's what they tell us in school anyways. At school? Yes, and E&K. He freezes. Shit, I almost gave you the name of my business school. What an idiot. Can you imagine if Bruce Wayne went around telling everyone he was Bruce Wayne? No, Batman. If Batman went around telling everyone he was Bruce Wayne. I'm getting all mixed up. He touches his sides for a while. What did he say? EKG. He touches his sides for a while. He's looking for a wound. You're getting close to your destination. I think I'm hurt. You want me to take you to the hospital? No, I'm fine. I shouldn't have jumped out the window like that. But you're already coming down the street and I didn't want to make you wait. You smile. Pull over, right here in front of the driveway. You obey. Don't worry, it's just a flesh wound. I'll be home in 2 minutes and I have everything I need to take care of myself. He pays and struggles to get out of the cab. One last thing, please don't say anything about ending kid. I'm trying to lead a double life. It's not super easy. I don't know what you're talking about. Again, my business school. I was trying to play it cool, you stupid fuck. Oh, I just got... Just play along. Okay, great. He looks at you for a minute. You're a really classy guy. He walks away, limping. You watch him as he tries several times to enter his building code before heading inside finally. As you go to start the engine, you notice a few drops of blood on your fingers. Uh-oh, that can't be good. From the bills your pastor handed you, I made some muns, hun. Okay, is that a cat? You know I'm taking the fucking cat. I should have taken this chump. This queer looking chump next to me, but how am I going to say no to Cronky the cat? Pull up to the sidewalk and wait for your passenger. Since it looks like a no-show, get out of the cab after a minute or two, smoke a cigarette. There's not much going on in this small town in the suburbs. There are a few apartments that still have lights on. Sweet scent hangs in the air. Eventually step out your cigarette and get in the car. Jump. Startled, the cat has managed to slip into your cab. It's sitting on the back seat, staring at you intently. You sit there for a moment, considering whether or not to shoot it away. Just As you're about to wave your hand, the cat shifts position, slips a paper falls from its collar. Pick up the paper. You pick up the piece of paper, unfold it. Fragment of a map of Paris. The Saint Lazare train station. Lazare? You turn your eyes slowly to the cat. He seems to be expecting an answer. You going somewhere? Cat tilts his head to the side as if to say yes. You want to go to Saint Lazare? Cat tilts his head again. Are you a dog? Cat slowly nods its head no. Wait, nods its head no. Your hand clutches the wheel tightly. What the hell is going on? Turn around and face the cat. Okay, fine, I'll take you. You let out a sigh. Okay, fine. You start talking to yourself in low tones as if to balance the conversation. Normal. This is all perfectly normal. Start the cab, but cast a glance at the cat behind you. You're the one who ordered the cab. You start to laugh. A few minutes go by, you try to break the ice. Simple questions are probably best. Everything okay? Neither yes or no, more of a plaintive meow. Are you meeting someone? No, that's not it. Cat staring at you. The conversation seems to bore you. You seem to be well fed. Pretty strange, I must say. Did someone hurt you? Plaintive meow, you sigh. Your owner. Another meow, but longer and deeper and more heartfelt. You nod your head. What happened? Was it a man? No answer. A woman? What she mean to you? Cat seems to be uncertain. She had other cats. Cat gives you a look full of disbelief. No, that's not it, eh? You're independent. You like to be alone, right? Your owner is overly affectionate. Cat lets out a string of insistent meows. Touché. That's it. She's too affectionate. And that's why you're running away. Cat is watching you with a steady eye. You are sure you're on the right track. You have to be careful with people like that. They suffocate you before you even know it. You nod your head. But you ran away. I meet lots of people like you. You stop short. But you're just a cat. You roll your eyes. Behind you, the cat lets out a quiet, reassuring meow. Go on. What I mean is, well, we don't even know we are in a cage. We prefer not to think about it. We are never fully aware of it. You look at the cat. I must be crazy. I'm talking to a... Shake your head. You point to a light in the distance. That's Saint Lazare. We'll be there soon. A few yards later, you stop at the drop-off area in front of the station. I just realized I'm driving in Paris, which is the most terrifying thing you could possibly do in a car. The first train doesn't leave for another hour. Where are you going? Cat stares at you without making a noise. Let me guess. Saint Lazare. If you're going to the suburbs of Paris, you wouldn't have needed to come to town. So somewhere in the northwest of France. Northwest. Normandy? Somewhere by the sea, huh? Cat's looking at you and meows. Sharp sound. Probably a yes. A very hungry yes. For a fish, I guess. You check the time on the dashboard. It's time to go to get a real customer. You try not to think too much about the situation you're in and hope that no one sees talking to a cat. I'll just start saying the names of cities and you meow when I hit the right one. Start to list cities in Normandy. Cat doesn't move a muscle. Cherbourg. Cat looks up. So it's Cherbourg. Cherbourg. Getting close. Saint Malo. Still nothing. I got it. Deauville. Meow of delight. You're smiling too. All of a sudden you're exhausted. Okay, come on. Time to say goodbye. You get out of the cab and open the back door. A bill has appeared on the seat next to the cat. It is not for the fare, and more. Well, you're full of surprises, aren't you? I won't ask you where it came from. You smile and lean over to pet the cat. It leaps out of the car and darts between your legs. Can't just make out its shape dashing up a flight of stairs and slipping between the bars of a gate. Get back in the car. Look at yourself in the rearview mirror. Your features are heavy with fatigue. Your right eyelid is twitching. As you start the car, you remember you are allergic to cats, but you haven't sneezed once. You pull out of the station. Oh, 7 cent or whatever tip. Door suddenly opens and a woman gets into the back seat. Having a good night? For a second, you freeze. It's one of the cops working on the judge's case. She grins at you. Her voice creaks. You remember seeing her at the hospital. Something already bothered you about her there. You know, it's pretty crazy. For weeks I've been saying to myself, there's something off about you. Something not so nice. I dug around, mulled it over, bugged all my fellow cops about it because I was sure you lied to us. There, keep going. Don't talk to cops. She has a cold sneer on her face. I'm going to be frank with you. She leans over to you. I don't think you're the judge. Nah, I just can't picture it. She squints like she's trying to make you out from afar away. Like you'd have gone to the extent of hurting yourself. Yeah, between us, it's a bit of a stretch. She stares at you. But not enough of a stretch for my chief to stop going on and on about you. Seriously, he talks about you all the time. If I didn't know better, I think he'd have a crush on you. She smirks. No, I think he's more interested in your profile. In prison at 17. An icy chill fills your gut. And for murder, too. You open your mouth, but nothing comes out. Since you got out, you've kept a low profile, but you're lying about your name and your address. I checked. It's normal, you'd say, if they get word of your time served, no loan for your permit, no lease for your car, meaning no second chance at life. Voice becomes softer, almost warm. I personally like guys who want a second chance. No, I like guys who fight for a second chance. Basically, I like guys who are willing to work for me. She leans forward, her shining cat-like eyes narrowing. My chief wants to go to the prosecutor with a first and last name with evidence. Actually, knowing him, he's not so hot on evidence. So I'll give you info. Victims, suspects, medical reports, some photos that are a bit... She makes a giggle. You have to be discreet. Keep it between you and me. Interrogate, ask questions, dig around. I'm not a cop, she shrugs. Don't worry, you're already keener than half the squad. Don't forget, I'm not asking you to make an arrest and deliver the kidnapper wrapped up with a bow in front of the station, okay? You're no Batman, just here to get me more information. She rummages around in her pockets for what seems like forever. Here, take my card. I'll call you in 3-4 days. Just check in, we'll chat. I'll let you know if I have any new info. She takes on a didactic, paternalistic tone. She was giving you a list of recommendations for the 100th time. Don't get caught. Don't get arrested. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying to leave Paris. I know what you look like, and I know who your friends are. You can either be the solution or the problem, my friend. She takes a minute to scan your face, your emotions. Excuse me. Ooh. If I have to, I'll go check in on you know who. Her smile is biting. That reminds me, she know you've done time. You shake your head. She snickers. Oh, my little dirtbag, you cover your tracks well. What if I refuse? If you refuse, simple, I'll turn you in. I'll send your picture to all my friends in the media and every asshole in Paris. Your picture with your name on it. Your real name. Anyone close to you will have their places searched and they'll be put under house arrest, spend nights in jail. You have any idea how tense things are with that fucker's trial underway? You know just what she's trying to get at. Come to think of it, your last names are almost the same. You could be brothers, actually. I guess I'm related to, some criminal. She takes on a serious tone, businesslike. I want to catch this killer personally. I want to drag him to court, ruin his fucking life with a bang. I can't botch this case. You got me, and neither can you, right? He ripped open your gut. You saw your own insides. You were in a coma. Yeah, you have plenty of reasons to want to get back at him. She furrows her brow. Yeah, I think you're actually going to do what I tell you to do. You investigate, ask questions, listen to all the rumors. You come up with a list of suspects. She lays a hand on the door handle and freezes. Oh, right. And don't get fired without this cab. You're worth nothing to me. I mean, if I wasn't working, wouldn't I be able to investigate better, technically? You glare at her. For what it's worth, it was a pleasure not to be interrupted every other minute. You can't imagine how much I miss that work. She puts her hand up and you can hear the words behind it. This conversation never happened. I'll make sure you get more intel tomorrow. I'll find a way. Until then, not a word to anyone. Obviously, not a word. The door opens, squeaks, and slams shut. Fucking bitch. Sit alone for a while, teeth clenched, dry-eyed, ears buzzing. Shit. On the back seat, the cough left a pile of papers. Shit. Key in the ignition, motor running, radio on, crackles. You turn it off and start driving. Talking to passengers might unlock new documents and clues for your investigation. You will find them back at your studio. Six clues discovered available back in my room. Oh, I look tired. You take a second to enjoy the silence of your studio apartment. Outside, the city is slowly waking up. You can still hear the hum of the taxi buzzing in your ears. You throw the files Bousset gave you on the table. On the wall, you hung up the big corkboard where you used to pin up photos of your nephews. They've been gone since you got out of. Your plan is simple. Jot down all the pieces of evidence and connect them to the suspects. The guilty party won't necessarily be the one with the most evidence against them, but the one with the most compelling evidence against them. It's like you're building a story about each suspect, trying to understand their motives, understand how he or she got into this situation. A bus goes by, making the walls shake. It's time to get moving on your investigation. Okay, so what have I got here? So this is all my shit. Okay. Autopsy report of one victim. Wait, what? Excuse me? the hell is happening? Where did I want to read that shit? Killer case? Like, does the evidence not actually matter? Are these just like... I don't think I understand. Or is that evidence all on the board now? I don't really understand what just happened. So I guess each time I went through one of those, okay, so... Is this a suspect? Okay, so... Autopsy report shows that victim 3 was killed. The hell does this mean? So all these have source cop because I got it from a cop. So it says that one of the victims was killed by a rare gun used in the 70s. So I can move this. So I could reorganize these. So this one says, is there a way to change the sensitivity on this? Doesn't look like it. Okay, whatever, fine. Can I? Oh god, it's even faster. Okay, killed with one bullet in the neck. Bullet in the neck. Rare gun used in 70s. So this evidence doesn't really tell us anything, I guess. Killer knew the victims or researched them, so... Okay. Let's see. Message on crime scene 3. Time is up. Why is that tied to this person? Escaped from Argentina when she was young, lost her parents to the Argentina junta. The process. Killer's height. So all these people are the right height to be the murderer. Message. So something about justice. Killer left message in chalk on first 3 crime scenes. Death equals execution. That's like their style. And no sign of violence for victim number 3. Okay, so this is crime scene 3. What does this mean? Killer case. So victim, there's a lot of evidence on victim number 3. So all the killers are killed with a single bullet in the neck, so they're all executed. The killer knew the victims. And for the first 3, I only have 3 crime scenes, I think, right? Victim 3, scene 2. You deserve this. Why is this tied to these 2 people? Homeless man with an unknown background briefly worked for Charles Burgon. Got health issues after Rickerton health scandal. A couple of arrests for breaking and entry. So, dad was a cop, financial affairs, died 2 years ago. Mom got health issues after Rickerton health scandal. So, this is tied to them because these people had motive to commit some sort of a revenge killing. This person is having additional evidence. Okay, alright, I understand the evidence now. So what's special about you? Number 3. So I guess it's the suggestion here is that this murder is unique compared to the other ones. Although it's weird, it says no sign of violence, but she was murdered with a bullet to the neck. Whatever. Okay. Do I want in the night? Okay. With a heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. You pull open the soft bed, which unfolds with an unpleasant creak. Collapse onto the mattress. Events of the day run through your head. The streets, the passengers, their faces, the problems. So today I gave Batman and Cat a ride. And the policeman friend is extorting me to solve a crime. The streets, the passengers, their faces, their problems. Your brain is running at full speed, your body aches and you're in pain. You can tell you need to get more sleep. You glance at your investigation board. It looks awfully empty. Tomorrow you'll have a chance to fill that more. Shake your head and your mind wanders for a second. A second later, you're asleep. So it seems like this game is going to tie the evidence for you, which, whatever. You open one eye. You start whistling. Excuse me. Some song that's been in your head since you woke up, though you don't remember why. It's gonna be a long night. Get up quickly. A few minutes later, you're outside your studio. Night 2. Okay. So... I don't really know anything about these people. So I have some gas. So I should work towards a gas station, I guess. Let's just get this girl. She's close. Passengers enter your car, slams the door and stares at you intently. Oh yeah. Where are you going? I don't know yet. Although the real question is, how can you help yourself? Do we know each other? She gives a sour laugh. Don't play innocent with me. If I were to say to you, her voice is slightly raspy with an oddly metallic sound. October 27th. That's the date, the night of the attack. The night you. Could this woman be the judge? 10:46 p.m. No, the attack took place later. Does that ring a bell? You nod your head. Say nothing. She wiggles an accusing finger at you. Last October 27th, you were in this very cab driving a fare and you committed a crime. That's right, sir. A crime. They're gone. I spent the whole day working like an idiot for that rotten newspaper. Do you have any idea of what I do for a living? Don't cry. Over your eyes. I'm a sub-editor, Mr. Taxi driver. I correct mistakes that a bunch of moral journalists make. There isn't a single one, not one, who knows how to write a proper sentence. I've had it. I really had it. And on the night of the 27th, you cut me off. I almost died that night. Wait a minute. I'm not driving anywhere. She grinds her teeth. You shudder. I crashed my car. My boyfriend's car, that is. The same guy who made yet another comment about women drivers. The neighbors called the police that night. I made such a scene. To think the guy dares calls himself a feminist. She pauses for dramatic effect as a disturbing smile spreads across her face. Alright, that's enough. What does that have to do with anything? Everything. Voice is sounding noticeably quieter, almost fragile. The next day. No more boyfriend. No more car. I messed up a job interview with a major news outlet, a paper where people know how to write, where they follow basic rules of French grammar. Imagine, just for a minute, I could have stopped correcting copy for a bunch of morons. She takes a deep breath. But all because of you, because of your cab, everything changed the night of October 27th. A sad, faraway look comes over her. My life has never been the same since. But her voice is bursting with fury and hatred. Forced to go live with my mother while I went apartment hunting in this rotten city where tiny studios cost an arm and a leg. So I started looking for you. The back of your neck breaks into a sweat. You can feel cold, clammy droplets about to drip down your spine. Start asking around. I bribed one of your colleagues into giving me your number. Droplet sweat starts sliding down your back. Then I found your address. The first one, that is. Oh man. But that's your business. What matters is I did eventually get your other address, the real one. The droplets reached out to your bone. You started shaking. At first, I admit I was planning on going to your place. She shrugs her shoulder. Her voice was softened a little. Just maybe to spit in your face or something like that. And then I thought to myself, no, Ludwig, maybe this guy deserves a chance. So you're going to apologize. Go on, give it your all. Take your time, take a deep breath. She breathes in deeply, then exhales. Like that. I kind of want her to just get the fuck out. This looks like it's going to be a waste. Oh, I'm almost at the destination. I'm going to tell her about the attack. I'm sorry, but I don't remember that night. Not memorable enough, huh? No, I forgot what happened that night. She freezes. A few minutes after I met you, I was attacked. Attacked by the judge, the serial killer. It's you. You survived. Yeah. A host of conflicting feelings flicker across her face. Doubt, surprise, anger, the desire to slap you. Then she falls back against the car seat. All her anger is somehow gone. I didn't know. The police wanted to keep it all a secret. I didn't see the killer's face. He didn't see mine. For my own protection, for my own peace of mind. Newspaper where I work, they're looking for you. We have a reporter looking for you. Last few months must have been difficult for you. Really difficult. Are you going somewhere? Faint smile and I'm good. This is why I suggest I'm going to exit the cab. I'm going to go for a little walk in the cold to get my mind off things. And then when I get home, I'll destroy all the information I have on you. Is that okay with you? You nod yes. Thank you. This word echoes for a minute through the taxi. Your passenger reaches for the door. Door opens and closes. You're alone in the taxi, your head spinning slightly as if you'd had a drink. Just one, but something really strong. Really tried to remember that night. Nothing but a vague impression of something behind you. The killer's silhouette, a fleeting presence. Shake your head, there's nothing more than it before. If only you had turned around, everything would have been easier. You'd had seen the face of. All at once you start the cab. I didn't get paid for that fucking shit. What's this? Is this evidence? You look up at office tower somewhere high up. Park a few streets. Wait, what? What's going on? Did I just get some evidence? What's this? No newspaper available. Listen to radio. I just spent some time. Let's not do that. Was that just a fucking break? Let's pick up this chump. I just wasted so much time and money. Something so very Parisian about this street, except perhaps for the. I didn't even get this dialogue with that first woman. She just jumped into my car. I should have kicked her out. Oh my god, that's a long ass drive. Need the money. Two women get into the cab, give you their address. They say nothing as you start the car. Faint scent of alcohol hangs in the air. They've been drinking. After a moment's silence, the younger of the two breaks the silence. So, what do you think? About him? Who else, of course? Him, not the bar. Well, I'm not sure. Strange sounds escapes her. She sighs. He seems pretty dumb. Dumb? How so? You know, dumb as a doornail. All but staring at himself in the mirror over the bar when he went to get drinks. But does that matter? No, not really. He's got a good body, good looking, lots of energy. He's got a sort of animal vibe. A little like a panther. Really like that. You really like that style? Pastor Exchange looked. The older of the two gives her friend a smile. You know exactly what I mean. They reach for each other's hands in the back seat of the car. The gesture is full of tenderness. A moment's silence. The older woman clears her throat. What about you? What'd you think of him? The young woman gives herself a minute to think. I don't know. He was heavy, too sure of himself, and he spends too much time at the gym. Did you get that bit about? Yeah, please. That innuendo about sexual performance. Short mocking laugh escapes her. He was pretty heavy-handed with all his expertise on yoga and orgasms. True though, strong pelvic floor muscles can't hurt. Well, anyhow, he was all preachy. You should write a book, The Perfect Gift for Your Ex-Husband. He burst out laughing. When the laughter dies down, the younger of the two resumes talking in a more serious tone. Anyhow, like I was saying, she looks at her friend intently. Is it really that important? I mean, we're looking for a donor. Not a father, not a lover, not a guardian or godfather. Nothing but a donor. Yeah, just a donor. She casts a glance in your direction, conscious all of a sudden that they aren't alone in the cab. She goes on to lower her voice. Yes, but still. If he had been a date, I think I would have been out of there in like 5 minutes flat. I do yoga. I meditate for 6 hours a day. I went to Tibet to learn the ancient art of, and serfdom did exist in Tibet before 1950s. I checked on Wikipedia. I thought Buddhists were supposed to be curious and open-minded. He was like some old conservative dude in the body of a young Brad Pitt. Pause again. But like you were saying, does that all that really matter? Friend nods. The two young women are lost in their respective thoughts. You know, I'm not against that kind of stuff or anything. It's up to him if he wants to be a drag with all that yoga and meditation bullshit. I don't have a problem with that. She gives her friend a reassuring look. Anyhow, there's no way any of that is going to be passed on to our daughter. Or our son. Her friend flashes her a big smile. That's going to be a girl. I can feel it. And yoga. It's not genetic. We'll have to ask Dr. Vidal. Yes, I bet he'd really love that. He'll think we're messing with him. He said we could ask him anything. It's going to take us for a couple of idiots. Besides, it's impossible. Pompousness cannot be passed on to children. Young woman doesn't seem convinced and makes an exaggerated pout. So you're saying an ear for music, yes, that's passed on, but pretentiousness isn't? Exactly. So if you don't want to believe me, she leans towards you all of a sudden. Sorry to bother you, but did you hear what we were just talking about? Yes, I did. No need to feel embarrassed or anything. We were talking out loud after all. Her friend lets out a sigh. Come on, leave him alone. I was just asking. Well, right, so my wife and I are meeting potential donors in order to conceive a baby. Her partner rolls her eyes. And we were wondering if you thought pretentiousness could be passed on to children genetically. Give her a look at the rearview mirror and take a moment to answer the question so utterly absurd. Leave him alone, Emily. He's a taxi driver, not a geneticist. Don't get all worked up about it. I'm just asking his opinion. Pretentiousness. No, it's impossible. Pastor flops back into the car seat. So the answer is no, is it? You're no fun. Seriously, we should have taken our cab driven by a genetics expert. She bursts out laughing. The younger passenger leans forward towards you. Sorry. My partner doesn't mean anything by all that. We've had a bit to drink, and it's the first time for us tonight. We're mean donors. Pull up to a client's address and cut the engine. No problem. Passenger seems relieved. I'm a cab driver. I'm used to all kinds of funny stuff. I can't imagine. Have you been driving a cab for long? You avoid her eye. Yeah, you could say that. Passenger pays for the ride. She lets out some guffaw. Can't help adding. Anyhow, thanks for answering. Come on, Emily, that's enough. As her friend tugs at her arm, Emily starts to mumble to herself. Definitely think we should ask the doctor, just in case. We need a second opinion. You wait until the two women have entered the building, then start the car. Oh, nice tip. Oh, much better than the cat. Okay, so I'm still decent on gas. I don't have a lot of time, though. Wait, isn't this one of the suspects? Oh god, isn't there a way to check my noteboard? I think this is one of the suspects, right? Do I have enough time? That's a long ass drive. Pastor climbs in the cab and slams the door shut behind him. Good evening. Plain Saint Denis, please. Stop short, visibly sizing you up. Do you know where it is? You nod yes. Avenue it is, so you know the street? Yeah, sure. He looks at you intently. You know all the streets in Paris? His question drips with disbelief. You know his kind, well, the sort who'd refer to you as the Arab and not Van Island. Yes, I do, monsieur. He seems hesitant. Well, then let's go. Start the cab. Client stares out the window as if hypnotized. You watch him in the rearview mirror. His face is familiar to you, his accent too, though you'll never be able to place it. Typical of some of your rural region, Central France perhaps. Take another look. That's it, you've got it. He was a contestant on one of those reality shows where farmers meet women. You'd seen them on the show a few weeks before. You'd watched it from your hospital bed with a distracted eye. Something about it had bothered you. The show was a masquerade, life in the country seen from a very Parisian and cynical perspective, full of scorn and contempt. Okay then, you figured out who I am? His remark, his accent, bring you back to the present. Sorry? You've recognized me, right? So you can make fun of me now? Make fun of you? He shrugs. Dennis. Yeah, like all those other people do out there on that their Tweety thing. Tweety? Takes you a second, you really talk about social media. I don't know what you mean by that. You mean you don't know who I am? Yes, the hate before answering. No. Really? He jabbers something you don't understand, then he turns his attention back to the window. Sorry. Shakes his head, obviously moved. Shell is starting to crack. It's a living hell. Imagine what I'm going through. It's a nightmare. 3 months ago, I was a contestant on that stupid show, Fields of Love. Well, I said yes because my wife's been dead for 25 years. I've been all alone ever since, just me and the cows and the others. He stops and shrugs. The show was aired like a month ago. At first things were fine. Friends called, we had a good laugh and all. Then I found out the internet is laughing at me too. There are those things, I can't remember what they're called. Moms, mams, mims, you know, those pictures that move all by themselves on the internet. You have no idea what I know what he's talking about. He's talking about gifts. Not politely. So I made myself a Tweety account to go and see what they're talking about me. Calling me a virgin and a Nazi that I screwed my cows to. He looks away, as if someone else had spoken the words. They practically died laughing, a farmer who... He doesn't want to finish the sentence. So yesterday, I said I'd had it. I called my cousin to keep an eye on my farm, and I left for Paris. I'm on my way to see those TV jokers right now. 6 months ago, they said if there was any problem whatsoever, they'd take care of it. Well, there is a problem. His anger has subsided somewhat. His face is returning to its normal color. What's your plan? Oh, yes, I have a plan. I'm going to show up at their office and raise Cain until they listen to me. You're really going to do that? Yes, that's the plan. He gives an energetic nod of the head. And believe me, they're going to listen. I may just be a plain old farmer, but nobody's going to disrespect me. He squares his shoulders as if to fend off the attacks. Forget it. His eyes half closed, he practically growls the words. There is a palpable air of sadness about him. At first I told him I didn't want to be on their stupid old show. It wasn't for me. But they insisted. They showed me pictures of the women. He lowered his eyes. And then, well, I said yes. Should have never said yes. Pull up to the address he gave you. The studio gates are still closed. Work the cab and cut the engine. Is it closed? You nod yes. Doesn't open till 6. I point to a sign posted near the gate. He sighs. But there'll be hardly anyone here before 9 or 10 o'clock. I don't care. I'll wait. He rummages through his pockets and pulls out a wallet. Good luck. He gives you a curt nod, his lips pursed. Believe me, they are not going to get away with it. He fixes his gaze on you, his eyes narrow. You know, I'm not racist. His voice is low and raspy. Don't believe the show. I didn't mean what I said. I didn't really say that stuff either. It doesn't matter. He fixes his gaze on you, visibly moved. I'm not very good at this. He chokes up, gesturing with a hand as if to make it all disappear. When he starts up again, he's on the verge of tears. Anyhow, I'll just wait here until it opens. Okay. Of course the lesbians tip more. Okay, running out of time. Don't recognize any of these people. Where are you going? What's in the newspaper? It'll take some time to read the newspaper. Just pick up this pasture. Why is it jittery? Why is it jittering? Why is it jittering? It's jittering like fucking crazy. Okay. Oof. Running out of time. Let's do it. Your next passenger is alone and waiting for you on the sidewalk. She gets in a cab and whispers, "Hello." She has no handbag or suitcase, just a small handmade sign with an Indian name printed on it. Chose to go, please. She is young, with a soft and slight accent. Her face shows no emotion. Her fingers play with a small gold chain around her neck. It's the only piece of jewelry she has. Drive glossy back at her from time to time. Her head seems to be elsewhere. Everything all right, miss? She nods her head gently, cracking a tiny smile. It's really early. The first planes to come in are the worst. Everyone is exhausted and half asleep. Yes, exactly, and she sighs. I must confess, I don't really want to go there. Tiny smile lights her face up for a split second before disappearing. Family? My future husband. Well, future. I've never even met him. Her accent suddenly becomes stronger. You know this habit well. Just before confiding in you, passengers tend to relax into their natural accent. I'm sure he's a great guy. Sadness appears in her voice. But I don't know him at all. My parents chose him. It's crazy, isn't it? Are you shocked? Yes. Sad smile washes briefly over her face. It's tradition, or at least it used to be. My parents are a bit old school, even by the current standards in India. I chose to stay here, not England like my sisters. She flashes a smile. I fell in love in Paris and decided to stay. I almost never go home. Actually, this is home now. Okay, I guess it's time for bed after this night. Anyway, my parents insist I meet him. He decided to make the trip, saying he had to meet as pretext. It's unacceptable, or no, you don't understand. This is just the way things are. And I knew it would happen one day. They've been talking about it for ages. I tried to avoid the subject. It's understandable from their perspective. I mean, it worked for them, right? Sense something bubbling up, anger before she freezes. Some people refuse to let their emotions out. She slowly regains control of her body. What day trips would you recommend outside Paris? Nearby? She nods. Versailles, of course. It's really beautiful. Definitely worth it. Face lights up. Oh yes, perfect. I'm sure he'll like that. Oh, there's Fontainebleau. It's a huge park, very wild if you like hiking. Don't really know. She smiles shyly. You prefer to say nothing. The airport is not much farther. Something about the young one makes you feel uncomfortable. She looks as if she's about to scream but is holding it in. Time passes and silence fills the cab. Which terminal? Question startles her. Terminal C, 2C, I think. No. Park the car in front of Terminal 2C. Okay. Don't have a lot of time left. This guy looks familiar. Is that fucking Santa Claus? Alright, I want to read this newspaper. Pull a newspaper out of your glove compartment and start leafing through. Eventually, something grabs your eye. It's a quite involved article about the infamous police leaks affair. Who, why, and how all the confidential data was released to the public. Justice Department is now looking at corrupt and violent cops who are known to be out of line. Concerned associations applaud how transparent they are being. Yet the more you read, the more you get the impression that journalists does not agree with their methods. Turn the page and stop. You've read about a third of the newspaper. Keep reading. Stop reading, go back a few pages. You thought you saw something. Saw a controversial subject. The victims of Recordin are appealing in an international class action suit. They still haven't seen a single cent of compensation. Describes the hundreds of people affected with partial or total paralysis, nerve damage, Parkinson's. Victims are ready to fight for as long as it takes. As soon as you get to the page, you stop. Your instinct tells you to look at it. It's an article about the recent police leaks incident that retraces another data leak. 2 years ago, a bunch of confidential police documents were accidentally released. Documents about Ronan, Besson, Charles Brewer, and Simon. I'm going to be butchering stuff all day long if I continue playing this game. Just for 3 victims. Intriguing. Shut the paper. It'll end up in the trash tonight. Yeah, I'm nice there. Otherwise, I'll spend the rest of your day in golf apartment. Okay, I just wasted all my time doing that. So, it's that woman again, right? Oh my god. What was that? Is that how I get there? It's not a short route. Oh, is that like my final destination now? So what happens if I do this? I don't have enough time to drive there, do I? Oh my god, why the jittering? Okay. Like I'm out of time now, right? It's 4 a.m. You now know more about your clients. So I had a net loss today. This is the they'll remember that stuff. She had an animation, so she seemed like she's a special character. Okay. At the front door of your door, just by the drain pipe, you notice an envelope. It's thick and heavy. You can just make out your name, written in thick black marker on the front. Your real name. Take a deep breath and go inside. In the envelope, you find more information, just as was said promised. You lay them on the table. Take a few minutes to update your board with your new clues. Neighbor flushes the toilet out of the corner of your eye. You can see the pipe shake. Take your shoes off before getting to work. So, each of these takes a different amount of time, so I just don't have enough time to actually investigate everything. That seems odd. Oh, so I could decide which victim is more important based on what I have. I thought I added a clue. Was I mistaken? Okay, it looks, the guy was wearing the same guy hat, but it's not the same. Spent bullet case. That's not really useful. I wasted time on this clue. So I think 3 might be a red herring. because there's no sign of violence on case number 3. So let's check 1 and 2. We don't really have additional information on. We have information on scene 2, just saying that you deserve this. We don't have any details about 1. Wait. Do we? Wait. Back up. I think this one. No, that's victim 3. A rare gun. Time is up. So, if I'm thinking that. Wait a minute, this is even more weird. Victim 3 is tied to this one, and victim 3 is tied to this one. Crime scene 3 is tied to this one. So it's looking even more like it's case 1 or 2. So let's look at case 1. Not enough time. Isn't that just like life? Okay, horse case number 1 notes. Killer's height is greater than... excuse me? Oh, this is an autopsy report. Oh, this is a note from crime scene number 1. So, killer's height. What the hell is this? How could the killer's height be less than... So this suggests that victim number 1 is not the same killer. So it's not this guy. So not this guy. Not these 2 guys. It's definitely related to one of these 2 chumps. Okay. Can I save and quit? Because I am sleepy for real life. Okay. Maybe interesting, although it seemed like I didn't really have any control over the evidence that I got searching the city. It seemed more like I just had options of which evidence to actually absorb. Seems like I'm just trying to meet as many people and get newspapers. Anyway, I'm gonna keep trying it tomorrow. It seems interesting enough. Alright, well, hope you have a good night.